Hey, welcome. I love this music. Yes. Welcome to SBS Saturdays. I'm here. I'm Marla Renee Stewart here live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram, ready to answer any kind of questions that you have about your business. Um, you're back. Thank you for being back, Big Daddy J Farm. You still can't find me on YouTube. All you have to do, if you want to find me on YouTube, I'm gonna put it in the chat right here. It's just youtube.com/one Marla Stewart. Should be that YouTube link, so you can go ahead and you can follow me there on YouTube if you wish. Um, but welcome, y'all. Welcome. Glad you are here. Glad you are back. As you know, I'm always happy to answer any of your questions around business. We had such an amazing time at annual planning. I was more organized this time around, and it went just super well. We really had to. We really did like a deep dive into like what our project is and really get to the planning process of annual planning and how we can plan out our year and think about how we can move forward in those tasks. So if you missed that second round of annual planning, so sorry. I might do it in January just to, make sure people are still understanding that they can plan out their year and it will be beautiful and amazing. I'm having people contact me already for next year around lots of things. So, my calendar is filling up quite nicely, in addition to all of the stuff that I'm going to be doing myself. So I put your actual name was missing the one. Oh, okay. No worries. I was like, I think it's there. Good stuff. Glad you're able to find it on YouTube, hopefully. So with that said, we always kind of have a theme for the month. And this month is, of course, no different. And so the theme for this month is around overcoming challenges and achieving success, right? Like how can we better our lives and our business, when we are, challenged, or how do we really achieve success and how do we like measure those things? So last week we talked about sort of navigating stigma. Did we talk about that last week? I'm pretty sure we did. Maybe we didn't. We did not. I think I was going to talk about it a little bit today because I had I wasn't here last week because I had to teach a class, right? The ASAR through Modern Sex Therapy Institutes. So I didn't have it last week, but again, I'm here this week. And one of the first things when talking about, of course, navigating stigma is just to be comfortable in who you are, right? And so that really means addressing all of the different issues that you may have, like working in this business. I know for me, people are like, how could you do this and that? And I'm like, well, I grew up very differently, right? I grew up in California. I grew up with parents that really were supportive in whatever I did. So there really were no obstacles for me in this industry, in the sense of like getting in and being happy, being in. So, okay, Big Daddy, yeah, you found me on YouTube. Good stuff. Glad you are here. I'm happy that you are here. And of course, you always have the opportunity, folks, to ask me any questions. You can submit your question at qrco.de/successama. And of course, I'm happy to answer your questions. So, hello. Hey, Kelly's Dreamland. Hello. Never mind. Add me. Okay. What does my January look like? My January is looking pretty good, actually, because I have teaching a class via Shebop. And I'm going to be launching my app along with a program for women in relationships, my drip program. For success stuff, I'm just going to be, working hard on getting together for the business marketing summit that I have. Super, super excited about that as well. Yes, thank you. You're showing on all the things, huh? Thank you for being here. Um, so yeah, I'll probably be adding a couple more classes actually for the year, doing my classes for the year around of like success classes. So helping people strategize on their business and um, really get going. So that is my hope for you all. And so I'll be teaching a couple classes per month in each of my businesses, right? So in Velvet Lips as well as the successful business coaching. So Big Daddy, do I ever host cuddle sessions? I do private cuddling work. I do not do like, we did one for SDS, maybe, when did we do one? I think for a fundraiser in our early years. I think this probably was like 2016 or 17. We did host a cuddle party, and it went really well. But I have not myself done a cuddle session or a cuddle party. And I only do cuddle work exclusively private. So I don't throw parties for that. But hey, there could be an idea there if the people are willing. But I mean, honestly, there's so many different cuddle institutions like, that are throwing cuddle parties. So yeah, you said you figured it was private. Yeah, absolutely. Got to be vetted. Yes, absolutely. I am serious about protecting my energy because like this is saying, right, when we are this week, we're talking about overcoming burnout, right? And one of the major issues around, especially when you're doing cuddling work and, cuddle parties or cuddle puddles or whatever it is, any kind of touch work, body-based work, people are extracting that energy from you. So, and it could be, mutual where you are needing that touch as well. But it could be a little sort of challenging around that. So yeah. And let's see, you can't find any in Louisiana or Texas. Well, there probably is someone, and I'm definitely sure there's somebody in Texas, and I'm possibly sure there's somebody in Louisiana. So you might just need to find somebody who is there. I'm just trying to find your community family. Yes, absolutely. And there's plenty in Louisiana and Texas. So there's plenty there. If you ever go on, FetLife, that's a really great way to find events and munches in your area, so that you can get with the people who are doing the things. But there's plenty of those folks, I know for a fact, in both of those places. So it's just a matter of getting in touch with them and finding, those communities. So with that said, let's see here. One of the things that I did want to talk about again was overcoming burnout. And I say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Yes. But the first thing around overcoming burnout is the prevention of burnout in the first place. And the best way I believe to do this is by taking care of yourself first. So what that means is that you are taking care of yourself first, that you are, how do you call this? You, oh my gosh, my mind is not a blank. That you take care of yourself. So that means it's part of your self-care systems. So that means you are taking care of yourself in the sense of like having a morning routine. So for me, I, journal, I do my health tracking, I do my habit tracking, I do lots of things that make me feel good and take care of myself. I exercise, And I do all of those things before I start my workday. Because for me, I want to be able to, I don't want to pour from an empty cup, right? Like I want to be able to pour into my work. I love my work. I love what I do. So the number one thing on overcoming burnout really is the prevention of burnout. I never experienced burnout. I might experience overwhelm because of the amount of maybe work that I have. Happy Saturday, Candace. But as far as thinking about like, having burnout, I do not experience it. And I was super excited because my business bestie, Pearl Noir, talked about like, because I was like, do you have burnout? And she was like, no, girl. And I was like, me neither. And I think one of the ways that we don't have burnout is because we take care of ourselves. We take days off. We really are serious about our vacations and our days off. And even though we love our work, we're really serious about taking care of ourselves. And I think that's first, the priority that you have to do when you are thinking about, the burnout piece. So the second thing that, you need to do when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting burnt out. Like, and here's the thing too, when you are not making any money, that can also burn you out. You know what I mean? And I get it because there's a lot of, entrepreneurs, a lot of folks in this industry who get burnt out because they're like, I'm not making any money, doing this thing that I really love. And yeah, that's a huge source of burnout. So this is why I offer my program in the first place, is to ensure that you don't experience burnout because you're doing the things that you love and you're getting paid for it, right? And you can sustain your life on that, right? So one of the things that you might want to do is, the second thing that you might want to do if you're like experiencing burnout is taking a break, right? So take a break and recalculate what is going on in your life, right? What is going on in your life? Is there something that you need to get rid of? Is there something that is no longer serving you? What is it that you need to do in order for you to not experience that burnout, right? So take a break. I highly encourage you to take a day, 2 days, 3 days, and put your vacation reminder on your email. Stop those notifications on your phone and just like, if you need to veg the first day, just, get your mind off of the things and just like watch TV or your favorite shows or whatever. But then also, like, if you get on your second day, this is the time to sort of think about like, okay, what can I get rid of? Like, what's no longer serving me? What are the things that, I can just do without so that I'm not experiencing, this burnout? So the adopted sexologist, yes, those routines are so important. Yes, I have a 2-hour routine in the morning without screens and walking the dog. Beautiful. Yes, me too. I am like on the treadmill. I'm at the gym for an hour and a half. I'm doing my journaling. So important. And we know a lot of successful people, right? Highly successful people, high achievers. These are the things that they do and that's why they don't get burnt out. Is because they are taking care of themselves. They are prioritizing themselves. Okay. So the first thing I said, prevention, right? So prevent burnout just for taking care of yourself, doing your routine. Second thing is taking a break, recalculating what's going on in your life and how you can remove some things from it that are no longer serving you, right? And then the third thing, start applying the word no. A lot of us, we want to say yes, me included. I love saying yes. I love working with other people. I love collaborating. I love saying yes because it fills me. It's like, ooh, something new to do. I love saying yes. So one of the things that you have to do is just remind yourself that you can say the word no, right? And one of the things that I've been saying no to more lately, I know people have been asking me to be on their board. And because I have board experience, I have lots of board experience. I've been a board treasurer, I've been board president, I've been, served the board in many different ways. I've been part of strategic planning for nonprofit organizations. So I really enjoy, being on a board. I really love serving my communities, right? But one thing I know is that, like, I, have served on multiple boards at the same time, and I'm just kind of like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and serve on, one board. So right now I'm on one board. I'm just gonna do the one, and until that board thing is up, then I will think about and recirculate, think about going to serve maybe another board. So think about, what are the things that you can say no to, if it's just not maybe fitting right for you, in this particular space and time. So again, what can you say no to? What is important for you? And how can you move forward in your success in overcoming, burnout that you might be experiencing? So yeah, that's what I have for you all today. I hope you will take these steps into consideration, thinking about, like, hey, please overcome that burnout. You do not want to do it, right? And it can be very easy to do, especially when you're not making money. So again, if you haven't applied for my program, please apply. You can go to successful.biz and you can apply, and I will get back to you and see if we are a good fit, because essentially I'm going to be helping you with your business, and I want to make sure that, it's a nice, comfy, cozy, beautiful fit, right? that our energy is being exchanged in a great way. So next week we will be talking about setting goals and measuring success. So what that looks like, how do you measure success? How do you set goals? And during that annual planning, that's exactly what we did, right? We set goals and we broke down what those goals are. And we had, I had everybody sort of, look at it beautifully. So what's my name on FET? Yeah, you can find me on FET. It is Miss Marla. So you can find me always. You can catch me on FET as Miss Marla. Those of you on YouTube, Miss Marla. You can find me there. I am there. I check it occasionally, but I will be on there more, putting my events up. Super excited. Just announced my A Taste of Kink Miami event happening. Super excited about that. We're doing it at the Nylon House. So if you're here in Miami, please make sure you check it out. Hey, Golden Gate, good to see you. Good stuff. Glad you're here. Glad you are joining the live video. But again, for you all, I know a lot of you struggle with marketing. So if you haven't downloaded my 5 solutions, my free social media cheat sheet, make sure you check that out. It's qrco.de/5 solutions to help you with your amazing business on social media, things you should and should not be doing. So I think that's about it for today. Oh, whoops, I forgot to see if there were questions. So let me just check really quickly. I don't really get a whole lot of questions, but but of course, you all have the ability to ask me any kind of questions you desire, and I will, of course, answer them to the best of my ability. So a question is, do I know somebody named Nisa Moore? Just wondering what happened to her. I do not know. Unless was she in this industry? Was she an educator? I'm guessing it's she. Oh, you said what happened to her. So yeah, I don't know. Unless they were involved with, SDS or my business somehow. I'm not sure. But yeah. Where can you get your electroplay toys from? Well, you can get them, Neon Wand, Violet Wand. Those are all major stores that have high quality electroplay. A quick Google search. It just depends. If you want a tens unit, that might be different. So you could just, find places to have a good tens unit. I'm sure on FET there's advertisements for electroplay toys. So I'm sure you don't have to, venture far from that. And I don't know if they have it. I should see if Violet Wand or Neon Wand has any affiliate links, because I will be happy to send you an affiliate link if I can get an affiliate with them. So was in the industry and had an OF and went to AVN, different conventions. Nice. Awesome. Good stuff. Well, glad you are getting back into it. Good stuff. And if you ever want to know more about business, and if you have questions, particularly around sort of the business questions, I am happy to make that happen for you. All right, y'all. If there are no more questions, I was so happy to see you. Sorry, I started a little bit late. I was supposed to have a guest on. I'm guessing maybe they couldn't be here, but wondering what my toy chest is like. It is pretty massive. At SDS last year, I did a private play party and everybody had access to all of my toys. So there had to probably be about 200 toys, maybe. It's very vast because I do a lot of work with different companies that send me their toys. So it's been amazing. Post a couple of videos explaining the toys you have. I do. So when I am doing sponsored campaigns, I explain all the toys. So I don't explain toys for free. I'm not like a toy reviewer or anything like that. I do paid sponsorship when it comes to toys. So I will only display toys when I'm being paid for it. And that's where, that's when experience and rapport, builds your portfolio. So yeah. And then I think, Big Daddy, you're asking a lot of questions that really have to do with like my other platform, my 9 a.m. platform, because you're like, what all could a person do with duct tape? That would be a Monday 9 a.m. Eastern time question. Because that's where I would discuss probably my toys and other things around my Velvet Lips business. So I think that's probably where you're headed. This session really is around business. So if you have a particular business question, I'm happy to answer those questions. But again, we talked about burnout today. If you missed it, if you're just joining us, again, I'm Marla Renee Stewart here live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and Instagram. And we talked about overcoming burnout in 3 easy steps. 1, prevention of burnout. 2, taking a break and reevaluating what's going on in your life and seeing if you can say no to some things. And then 3, actually start applying the word no to any maybe new projects and things that, even though you might be excited for them, they might be too overwhelming in the moment. So again, 3 things, 3 easy steps, overcoming burnout. Hope you all enjoyed the talk today. If you have any questions, feel free, of course, to ask me at qrco.de/successama, and I'm happy to answer them there. So, all righty. I think that is it. Oh, you have one more question: how to set up shoots. I think it's like with any photo shoot, right? So number 1, you would have to find a place where you would have dungeon equipment, or maybe it's a hotel room where you have all of your equipment. And it's like setting up any kind of regular shoot. So you would need to dedicate time. You would need to find a place to do the shoot. You would need to figure out what your outfits are going to be. You're going to figure like what kinds of equipment you want to use, what kinds of toys you want to feature. All of those things are part of that setup. So it's like setting up any kind of other photo shoot, and then making sure you have a photographer that you really enjoy, that could, that you could work with and does really well. So that's essentially how you would set up a shoot for that. So I have those on a list. Awesome. Good. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful and amazing Saturday. Again, next week, we will be talking about setting goals and measuring your success so you can achieve that success you want, so you can get the money you want. And I am Marla Renee Stewart here with the Be Successful Business Coaching Program. And I will see you all soon for next Saturday. Bye. Ooh.